going on? What's going on? Just made it home from the shop. Hold on. What's going on? Luke 96, what's up? Luke 96, what's up? Just gonna do a 40 rep circuit for 10 rounds. Just to get these 400 reps in. I don't know what day it is. I'm just going with the flow, man. I'll figure it out when it ends. I don't even really want to know what day it is. But I know we're about a third through it. We're about a third through it. I just got home from the shop. Did a few hours today. Yesterday I did 16 hours. I got in that shop at I left out the house about 6, got in the shop about 7, did a little run around, got in the shop about 7. Stayed in that boy till 10 o'clock last night. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But we do what we gotta do, right? So I just got in the house now from the shop. Now I ain't took off my little work clothes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna get it in with this. I don't even feel like taking off my work clothes. I'm just gonna get this in and get it over with. Your boy tired, man, but we gonna get this work money anyway. Curious critters, yes sir. Let's get to work. No doubt, that's what we about to do. About to get to work. 10 rounds, 40 rep circuit. We're gonna do 10 pulls, 10 dips, 10 pushes, 10 squats. Kind of simple routine, but effective. I'll probably get a few chin ups in too. Let's get it. Yeah, I'll probably get a few chin ups in. A few chin ups. Mm. Round two. Appreciate that. Blue. Appreciate that, Blue. We still got a long way to go. It's round two. Rest about a minute in between each round. Should take about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And I'm chilling out. Let's get to it. One Sigma, what up? Uh, round three. Rest about a minute. Shouldn't take long. One Sigma, I seen that backyard video. My daddy got chickens in his backyard. His yard ain't big as yours. He still got chickens in the garden in that motherfucker. Apple tree, orange tree. Get it. Round three. Need to spray some home defense down here. They say everywhere you go, it's a spider at least 6 inches away. Everywhere you go. Then I'll come down here. New spider web up here. I'm gonna read that 1 second. Yeah, and my daddy, he even had a turkey. It fell over. You know, the stairs come out the chicken coop. It was coming out, fell off, broke his leg. But he had him for a few years. That boy was like 30, 35 pounds. So when he broke his leg, he went on and pulled the feathers, chopped them up. That was a couple of years ago. He still got turkey in the freezer. Yeah, and I think if I'm mistaken, he got a couple of roosters and we got about 8 chickens. Yeah, my daddy was born in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, a little small little town in East Pennsylvania. Grew up with pigs. My granddaddy had a farm. He had pigs, horses, cows, chickens, bunch of land, garden, big ass garden. Had grapevine. And then across the way, he had like the corn stalk where uh, he used to like to feed the chickens and then he'll sell some of it and shit. Like land was so big that he used to like uh, cut the grass, roll it up, and sell it to neighbors and shit. So much land. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my motivations, man. And my granddaddy can come up in the my granddaddy was born in like he passed when he was 96. He was born in like 1912. My granddaddy could be born in 1912 and have all that land, property, never worked a job in his life, just lived off his land, and he sold, you know, meats and vegetables and corn and grass, using his whole land to make profits. If he could do that, I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? He one of my motivations, man. I said, oh yeah, man, it was just 1 acre I needed to get a garden going. I appreciate you watching, bro. Yeah, I found a spot in my work clothes this morning. Yeah, there's some turkeys around here, cows next door. We in the country suburbs. That's what's up. I love the country life. Have to live in the city. No doubt. Peaceful. It looked peaceful out there, man. It looked peaceful, man. Really did. But yeah, we got wild turkeys around here. They be running around and shit. Wild ass turkeys and shit. Them boys kinda aggressive too, man. But yeah, that turkey my daddy had, he just used to be humble. He just used to waddle around and shit. He was big as hell. Just used to waddle around and shit all the time. Just waddle around, hanging with the chickens and the roosters and shit. Yeah, yeah. They say spiders be. They say that everywhere you at, it's at least one spider, at least 6 inches from everywhere you at. Everywhere. I don't care if you at work, you at home, you in your car. It's a spider somewhere hanging around, hanging around, chilling. He see you, but you don't see him. It's round 4. I'm just trying to get a little work in though. Fucking whooped. I'm whooped, Born City. Yeah, I checked your live out too. It's good work, man. I saw your. I caught Tim last night. Last night I caught Tim, and then I caught yours when I woke up. Of course, you already finished. You up before you up when it's at the darkest time of the night. At 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And birds ain't even started chirping. And then when I had left out to the shop, uh, I went out early and prepped the shop. Then I came back home, took me a nap. They say good things. They say good thing. What they had that saying go? When you having fun, time fly. Well, I guess I was having fun because I slept. I came back in about 9 o'clock and laid down, and it seemed like I just blinked. And next you know, it was 10:15. So I guess I was having fun. That night felt so good, man. It's been a while since I went prepped the shop and was able to come home and take me a nap. But I knew I was gonna be out of there about 12 o'clock, so I'm like, skip it. I'll just train when I get back. So that's what I'm doing now. But when I left out to go to the shop, I caught a bundle doing his little thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he recovering from shoulders or something like that. So, but he still got some work in that shit wasn't easy what he was doing. Like them little circuits, he seen it easy. You know, when it's just a few reps, like when I do nickels and dimes for 50 rounds or some shit, you know, that ain't no hard circuit. But when you doing it over and over and over, I think he did like 100 rounds of that shit. That shit get tough when you get to them last few rounds, man. That shit be getting tough, man. And it just be a few reps. And it still get tough. Yeah. And also too, you be asking me, should you pull like this or like this? Just remember, when you pulling like this, these are chin ups. That's they call them chin ups. And you hitting a lot of your biceps when you're doing that. But you also hitting your traps, your lats, and your scapula, which what you really need to do pull ups. You know what I'm saying? Which is like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I was when I first started, you go back in my videos, man. Man, I was barely getting my top of my head to the bar doing chin ups. You know what I'm saying? So like, but that's what got me to doing pull ups. You know what I'm saying? I just kept doing that shit every day, and then every now and then I try to do pull ups. No matter if I got my chin over the bar or not, I just do pull ups, pull ups, pull ups. A few reps, three. Sometimes do 3 reps with 20 pushes, 10 dips or something, and 10 burpees, and just do 3 rip, three, and it'd be like what 60, be 60 by the time I finish or something like that. But you know, that was all I could do. And eventually I got to where I'm at now, man. And I still want to get further. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing about this shit. It's about progression. You don't never want to like when you reach a milestone, you want to go. You set yourself another milestone. You want to reach that too. Let's get it round 4. Yeah, but you keep doing them chin ups like that. Not only your biceps gonna be big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about us coming from being heavy and losing weight. It's easier for us to bulk up, you know what I'm saying, than it is from when you real thin, like Abundant was, to trying to bulk up. It's a little harder. They say is when you're trying to lose it and bulk, it's more mental, and when you thin and trying to bulk, it's more physical. Because little people know when you big, that's why you have big fat dudes tossing people around. Not only because they carry a lot of weight, but when you're carrying a lot of weight, you need muscle to carry that weight. You know what I'm saying? So when you lose weight, you already got muscle because you was carrying that weight. If that makes sense. Take this motherfucker out. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it's easier when he was already big. Take this shit out. Uh, when I'm at work, I wear my little white gold Franco. I love jewelry, man. I got two wedding bands. Got a white gold with a few chips in it. And then I got, and this what I wear when I'm at work. Then I got a gold band with a couple of carats in it. But I wear all that gold shit when I go out. When I'm at work, I don't be trying to, hot side like that. So I just throw on my little white gold. But I love jewelry, like a little bitch. Love jewelry and shit. It's like diamonds is a female best friend. I can't tell. I see a whole lot of dudes wearing diamonds. But yeah, I love jewelry though. Damn, it's round five, man. I'm supposed to be through with this in 30 minutes. I'm already at 20 minutes talking and shit, but I ain't feel like doing this shit no way. So we just gonna get it done, man. Skip, no matter how long it take. I'm gonna get something intense in though this week. Even though I got them 1,000 reps, that was pretty intense the other day. Probably what I'm feeling it now. But them 16 hours yesterday ain't help. Let's get it. Like Luke Oakley say, rep by rep. Still get you to the finish line, step by step. So we don't care about it being super intense. I'm walking through it like you did, Born City. I'm walking through it like you did this morning. I say all the time, you ain't got to beat yourself up every day, but you want to get at least 2, 3 intense sessions a week, at least. At least 2, 3. If I can just get through 8 of these, The last two ain't gonna be nothing. Let's get through 5 first. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Tough today, y'all. What Vinny put in there. I never had jewelry. But when I get on, I'm gonna give me a Duke chain, Dookie chain. Handbone. Okay. Yeah, you old school. We used to call them Dookies too. That was the ropes, thick ropes. And we used to rock handbones. Yeah, you old school. And the Dookies coming back out too. The ropes coming back out. Handbones gonna come back out too eventually. The handbones will be back out. I might give me one. What's up, Dad? Yeah, I might give me a handbone. I don't be caring what's out and what's not about what I like. Yeah, I might give me a handbone. Only thing about handbones, you gotta be careful with them because they kink up real fast. You gotta get you a nice thick one. You get them little small ones, you go to sleep and that shit is gonna kink up on you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get one nice little size on it. It'd be hard to kink up. And you can't just like I got a jewelry box, like you just can't roll it up in the jewelry box and lay it on them. What's the name? Like you could do ropes and shit like that. The Cubans and shit. Which I love my Cubans too. But I don't be walking around with all that choke shit on. I'm old school. I like to let my shit hang. I don't be walking around with all that choke shit on, looking like a little bitch and shit. Fuck that shit. I let them new schools do that. Oh, your birthday on the 22nd? I think you told me that already. Your mine on the 23rd. Me and Patel birthday on the 23rd. And I was born on, my mama said I was born on a crust, whatever that means. So basically, I guess I'm like, I don't draw off signs or nothing. I think astrology is from the devil. You know what I'm saying? Can't predict my future or my character. But I she say I was Cancer / Leo. You know what I'm saying? But everybody called me a Leo, so you know what I'm saying? So whatever. You know what I'm saying? With me, people be like, my character is like this and like that because I'm a Leo. And I'll be looking at them like, you don't know me. You don't know you just gonna walk up on me and ask me what my sign is, and I tell you, and you could tell me all about myself. Nah, you can't judge me off no fucking astrology. Okay, yeah. It's like some I think it's I don't know, it's like that somewhere around the time. Somewhere around the time when you was born, they gotta give you that slash in between your shit. I can't remember what time it was when she said, but whatever it was, she said I was born on the thrust and shit. I'm like, what the hell is that? I was born on the thrust, came out head first and shit. I mean legs first and shit. I jumped out the womb. I ain't come out like this and shit. I came out like this and shit. Like, let me out kick the door down. Like, let me out this motherfucker. Yeah, umbilical cord around my neck and everything. I didn't think I was gonna make it, man. I've been fighting since I was born. That's why they can't tell me I come from a big bang. They can't tell me I'm just an accident, random mistake. I know I'm here for a purpose. If it ain't nothing but to motivate and inspire somebody to be a little better than they was yesterday. Yeah, and I was listening to you the other day, talking about your childhood. That was crazy though. But it's the same shit everywhere. It's good people, evil people everywhere. And it's people that make good decisions and bad decisions everywhere. Motherfuckers choose to jump off the porch. Like me. Somebody must have been praying over me. Somebody must have been listening to my mama prayers because I made it out of a lot of situations where I could be like in jail right now, but definitely dead. And you know, I'm a little dude, so I got some of that Napoleon syndrome. So shit, I could sit here and I could tell a story for a year straight, every day, about one fight I had. Every day, a different fight. All I used to do was fight. If I felt like somebody was trying to try me, and I'm the little dude, so I always was trying to get that first blow. I was trying to get the KO on the first blow, so it wouldn't even be no fight. Because 9 times out of 10, if I got to go blow for blow for a while, my little ass probably gonna catch an L. I put a few people down, but I ain't never got knocked out myself. I ain't never got knocked out myself. But I can rumble though. Most of the time, it was motherfuckers trying to jump me and shit. Cause motherfuckers was scared to run up on my little ass and shit. I always been kind of stocky and shit. But and you know, motherfuckers jumping you. They ain't nobody aiming. They just throwing blows and shit. They ain't really aiming. So all you gotta do is like get in the corner, and you ain't gotta aim either. Cause there's so many motherfuckers around you. All you gotta do is get in the corner. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to keep them guards at least one. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just shoot some jabs and you gonna catch some motherfuckers. So you motherfuckers jump me. Motherfuckers, when they got back to wherever they was going, to talk about how they jumped me, there was a few motherfuckers with some bloody noses and some black eyes and some big lips and shit straight up. Yeah, yeah, I was a little terrible motherfucker. But I was a force to be reckoned with though, for real. I wasn't just going with motherfuckers. Motherfuckers weren't gonna be bullying me. I had made up in my mind when I was like in second grade. It was this dude. We used to call them LD classes, learning disability class. I don't know what they call them now. But we used to call them LD classes. And it was this. And my school went to sixth grade, and it was these two dudes in there. I'm talking about in sixth grade, the LD sixth grade class, with fucking mustaches and beards and shit in sixth grade. And them motherfuckers tried to jump. Well, they ain't try, they jumped the shit out of me and shit. Whooped my little ass. And from that day forth, I said, I ain't going no more. Whenever motherfucker come up on me and they talking, they acting like they want that smoke. I'm swinging first. So even if I do get my ass whooped, at least I give me one blow in. And I was like that from that point on. You know what I'm saying? I was like that from that point on. And matter of fact, like a few days later, we in the park for recess for sure. We in the park for recess. And them two motherfuckers come up on me again and shit. And I swung on them. I swung on it was a dark skin and light skin. And they always hung together. And they fucking had fucking mustaches and beards in sixth grade. So that just tell you how old them motherfuckers was and shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably was like 15, 16. I'm like 12. You know what I'm saying? But I swung though, you know what I'm saying? And a couple days later after that, they jumped my ass again, but I swung first, rocked the shit out the light skin and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rocked the shit out his ass. And a few days after that and shit, them motherfuckers came up to me and was like, man, we like that, shorty. We like that in you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? You good, shorty. You know, they held me up for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fuck with me no more and shit. And they used to fuck with my brother all the time after that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with my brother all the time. Cause he'll be like, they'll be coming. But my brother was real skinny. He taller than me too. He real skinny, but he was fast as fuck. So he'll be like, fuck you, call him a bitch or something and take off running, could never catch his ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they fucking jumped me, because he did that shit that day and ran and they caught my ass. You know what I'm saying? So when they came up to me that next time, I hit the light skin one in his fucking mouth and shit. And they whooped my ass again. And then after that, they left me the fuck alone. My brother called their ass out, take out running. I wouldn't run. And they'd be like, we gonna catch your brother, but they never fuck with me again after that shit. That's what you gotta do. So they be like, stop the bullying, stop the bullying. Fuck that. That's why y'all soft as hell now in this generation. That motherfucker who getting bullied, man, just punch a motherfucker in their mouth one time, man. And motherfucker gonna stop fucking with you, man. Show motherfucker you can stand up for yourself, man. And motherfucker quit fucking with you, man. All that stop the bullying shit. Some motherfuckers need to get bullied, man. Stop the bullying. That's why motherfuckers soft. I want my youngest son, he gonna be 20 this year in October. He never had a fight in his life, ever. But I always told him though, I said, if somebody, they fuck with you when you in school, you make sure you swing first. You make sure you swing first. If they acting like it, even if they wasn't, they just acting like it. You make sure you get that first blow. But glory be to God, he a humble little dude, man. He don't, he just me. I ain't that tight. He more take out his mama side, his brother, his uncle side and shit. They real humble. They cool people. Just got that cool spirit, that cool demeanor where even if you is a bully, you just gonna be cool with him any motherfucker way because he that type of person and shit. Me, motherfuckers ain't never like me. I was always an outsider. Plus, I used to stay to myself. I used to be real quiet. I used to pick and choose the people I fuck with. I have a couple of little buddies in grammar school, then in middle school, high school. You know what I'm saying? But I always laid low though, for the most part in school. My son, he real social, outgoing. Me, probably because when I was real young, I bounced to a whole bunch of different schools. I was never really stable. My mama was always getting evicted. We moving from here to here to here to here. So I was always in different schools and shit. So after a while, I wasn't even trying to make friends because I knew pretty soon we wasn't gonna be around there anyway. Plus, it made me like kind of antisocial and shit. That's why. Me and my wife had our children. I told her, I said, you're gonna make sure they stable. They not gonna be bouncing from school to school to school. That was one thing I did. Uh, One of the best things I did when I look back on how I was raising my children is I made sure they were stable. Like we had moved all the way this Chicagoland suburb called Midlothian, right outside of Chicago, and we had moved. We used to stay on 81st and Troy, and we had moved to Midlothian, but they was going to school around in that area. Uh, I think they called. I think that community called Ashburn, and yeah, Ashburn, and they went to school in Ashburn. So we used to drive all the way from Midlothian every morning, drop them off, and my daughter went to Limblom, which was on 60 something in Damon. So that was even further. So we, instead of moving them to school in the suburbs, we used to get up every morning, drive them all the way to the city, drop them off at school, then come back, pick them up after school every day. Did that shit for years until we ended up moving here, moving back to the city. But my daughter, she was in college by then, and my son only had a few more years of school left. So, but yeah, we did that for years, man. I used to be in traffic, in rush hour in the morning and at night, all day, every day. And I remember we was down to one car. I used to have to take my wife. All she worked in Oakbrook. She was about an hour and a half away. I used to have to drop her off. I used to have to drop her off first, and then drive back to the city, drop my daughter off, then drop my son off. They used to be sleeping in the car for about 2.5 hours every morning and every afternoon, because had to pick them up first from school. I used to have to drop my wife off first, going to work in the morning, drop them off last, and then picking them up. I had to pick them up first and then pick her up last from work. So I used to be in the car for about 6 hours every day doing what I had to do. And then after all that, I had to go to work at night. And I used to get off about 2, 2 o'clock in the morning, get home, and I'll go to sleep for a couple hours and do that shit all over again. But after I drop them all off in the mornings and I finally get back home, I lay down and take me a little nap, a couple of hours. And then after that, when I got up to go pick everybody up, after that I was straight back to work. JR Jim, what up? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, you gotta keep them stable, Bundy. You gotta keep them stable, Bundy. I made sure that was one of the things. I'm like, I'm gonna keep them stable, man. Cause when you do that shit, man, they become antisocial, man. You know what I'm saying? Their social skills be lacking, and it be hard for them to like communicate and shit. And that's how I was, man. I'm still like that to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's round 8. Yeah, I've been on here bullshitting. I'm supposed to been done with this in like 25, 30 minutes, Bunny. But Born Sigma got me on here talking about chickens and roosters and shit and gardens and shit. Nah, that's some beautiful land you got there, though. Keep that shit up. That's some beautiful land there, man. And it look peaceful out there, boy. It look real peaceful, Born Sigma. Shout out to you. That's a beautiful land, man. Straight up, grass green and everything. I love some green grass, man. Yeah. When I get through with these few reps, I'm gonna take y'all outside. Let y'all see my little flowers and shit, man. My wife don't do none of that shit. She love them. She love the flowers and shit and all this. But I put all that shit in. You know what I'm saying? She don't love that shit more than me. I get that from my old man, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. My old man love flowers and shit like that, and plants and shit. He got me into that shit. That shit be crazy. See a motherfucker out there straight throwing hands at motherfuckers and shit, and then come watering flowers and shit. That's crazy, ain't it? Motherfuckers don't be. That's what I'm saying. Like I be keeping up this certain demeanor when I'm out in the world, but if motherfuckers only knew my soft side and shit, that's why my wife love me, man. She know my soft side and shit. You know what I'm saying? She know, she know I'm how can I put it? What's the words I'm looking for? She know my soft side, man. She know I'm a bunch of. Most of the time I'm just a bunch of talk, man. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, man. I'm really a genuine giving person, man. But like I was saying before, with Born said, ain't no middle. I don't got no middle. It's either I'm cold or I'm hot, man. It's either I'm super friendly. Basically, it's like this. I could be your best fucking friend, or I could be your fucking worst fucking enemy. Shit, that's how I am, man. I don't got no middle, man. Yeah, I never really took I took jujitsu when I was young, and I wrestled and shit. That's why I was a killer. I had went downstate for wrestling and shit when I was in high school, but I was good, real good at wrestling because I took jujitsu when I was younger. So you know what I'm saying? I always had wrestling skills and shit. Now that's another thing too. When I was in the street, I motherfuckers knew. Don't let me get my arms around your neck. If I get my arms around you, going to sleep. Straight up, you going to sleep. It's over with. It's a wrap. If I get my arms around your neck, it's a wrap. I don't care how big you is. If I gotta jump on your back, you 6'6", and I got a shack ass motherfucker. If I gotta jump on your back, but if I get around your neck, ain't nothing you could do, man. I'm like a pit bull. You is not finna get me off. You can hit me with sticks. You can motherfucker try to pry my motherfucker arm away, and you gonna go down. I promise you. That motherfucker big, 7 foot motherfucker, like in Rocky. When Rocky jumped on Hulk Hogan neck and shit, and that motherfucker bowed down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Take the gloves off, take the gloves off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cut him off, cut him off. Got back in that motherfucker ring, got up on that nigga, and it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker get on your neck, it's over with. But yeah, ain't no middle with me, man. Ain't no middle. But my son though, that's why I had the bag. Like when he was younger, like in first, second grade, I definitely taught him combos, a few combinations and shit. You know what I'm saying? A few combinations, so he'll be ready. But he never had to use them. Yeah, I never took boxing, but I always like stayed up on my, on a few combinations just in case I gotta use. I definitely know how to stance. I know how to dance, and I know how to hold my guards. And I definitely know how to throw a jab. I'll slip a jab in a minute. But I'm small, so I'm a little dude. So I always try to get up close. If I get close enough, I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna catch your ass with that hook, and it's gonna be a wrap. I'm a little dude, so I gotta take some blows, man, so I can get up on the motherfucker. Can't stand fighting long motherfuckers and shit like a Bundy. Bundy got them long ass arms. Motherfucker gonna have a trouble with Bundy. And that motherfucker doing 1,000 push-ups too. And he got them long ass arms. You gonna make a motherfucker tap out. Yeah, Bundy, I have to get up under you. I have to get up under you. Your arms too damn long. You ain't gonna be slipping no jabs in my eye sockets and shit. Have me walk around with black eyes and shit. Nah, but on the real, man, I ain't had a fight probably about at least at least 25 years, man. Probably was in my late 20s when I had my last fight, man. I'm a grown man. I don't be walking around have to fight motherfuckers. DJL, what up? Mata, what up? I was the same way, abundant. But no matter how fake Rocky was and how the movie was, that shit is still inspirational than a motherfucker, especially Rocky One. It just show you, man. Like for me, the message was more about heart than skill. It's about heart. Just like with this shit, this training shit. This shit about heart. Problem nobody nowadays is most people carry knives and have no honor in a man to man fight. Respect and honor gone. Nah, they nah nah. It ain't that they don't honor. They ass can't fight and they scary as fuck. That's why they guns. But my legs is now strong too, especially if I take a kickboxing. Yeah, I feel you, Bundy. I feel you, Bundy. No, I ain't talking about get under you like that. I'm talking about like get up under you, like you know what I'm saying, like yeah, I know motherfucker. I can't. That's all you gotta do. Motherfucker be rushing towards your motherfucking legs, trying to motherfucker wrestle you. All you gotta do is hit him with them fucking uppers. Motherfucker gonna catch all that shit. He might still get a hold of you, but hey, you done bust his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know you really gonna knock a motherfucker out with uppercuts unless you get them under the chin. But usually they rushing with their head down, so you probably gonna be getting them in the eyes and the nose and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's round now. But yeah, like I said, man, y'all all humble dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? We just wanna stay tight. You know what I'm saying? Stay tight on what we do, just in case, cause you never know. Yo, motherfucker came in the shop yesterday. He all high and shit. He cool. He been coming in, but he ain't been in there in a while. He come in, man. What's up, man? What's up, fam? I love y'all, man. I ain't been. You remember me and all that. So yeah, he give me a piece of puff and a fry. So we fixed the piece of puff and fry, bagged it up, everything. He had walked out, and there was people in there, so I ain't even noticed. You know, it was kind of crowded in there, so I ain't noticed like he had left out. So next thing you know, I was like, just set the bag to say he'll be back. So I'm taking away. He been gone for a minute. And everybody like, where's dude at for his stuff? I'm like, he probably somewhere getting high and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. Y'all couldn't tell the motherfucker was high. So I'm taking the order, and he just walk in, walk up and shit. You know what I'm saying? With no shirt on. It's females and little kids and shit. I'm like, you know how it is, no shirt, no service. I don't know where they came up with that and why, but I just go with it too. So I be like, no shirt, no service. So he started to put his shirt on. He like, he like, man, you forget it. I don't want it. I don't want it now. I'm like, what you mean you don't want it? He like, just give me a refund. I'm like, I say ain't no refunds. You know, we got signs all over the store say no refund. Motherfucker, I just cooked this shit and made. I paid for that shit myself. You want me to just throw it away and give your money back? I'm like, nah, I'm like, man, ain't no refund. So he kind of puffing up his chest and shit. Man, man, I'm like, this motherfucker. He wanted his money back because he done started getting high, and now he wants his money back so he could keep getting high. But I wasn't giving him shit back. So he's like, just forget it. Then he just started to walk out. I'm like, here, man, take it with you, man. You might get hungry later. He taking this shit, but he had puff now. Everybody behind the counter, my wife, my brother, my son, everybody like on point, like because my wife know why I'll jump over that motherfucking counter in a minute and shit. But anyway, motherfucking he left out. He came back a couple of hours later and shit was like, man, that was the best piece of puff I had in a minute, man. I'm like, all right, then, man. He had done settled down. He was high as hell early and shit. He done calmed down. I just apologize about earlier, man. I appreciate it and shit. You know, I don't want no trouble, big bro. I'm like, yeah, all right, motherfucker. Come in here with that bullshit. Oh yeah, I said I ain't had no fight. 20. I didn't have a fight, but one time it was a girl. I don't know where she came from. I was in the back. In the shop, I was in the back. And this girl came in the shop. I just heard the door. We got this cowbell on the door, so when you open the door, it's gonna ring up. I hit a bell and shit. So I was getting up already. And then I just hear my wife like, but nah. I look out there and shit. Now here come this big ass dude. He come in the shop and shit. And I go straight over the counter. Bob straight over the counter and shit. Boom. And then so now she took out the door when he came in, and then so he took out behind her, and so when I took out the door, and I'm like, "Fuck you doing, man? Leave her alone." We arguing and shit. Now my brother-in-law come out, my son come out, everybody come out and shit, and then she's like, "I just want my he got my phone and my kid." They arguing over some bullshit. So, but I just wanted to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? That was probably about a year and a half of training and shit. I'm like, let me see my strength at and shit. I'm like, man, give her a fucking phone. This shit. He man, cool out, man. Who? It's like, man, give her. He holding on. I try to snatch the keys out. He got the keys to a car and shit. I try to snatch the keys out. He put it in. I gotta pick his big ass up and shit and put his ass on his motherfucking back and shit real quick and shit. Motherfucker, the motherfucking name up in the fucking building and recorded the shit. Come show me a couple of days. Like, man, you strong motherfucker. Pick that big motherfucker. I put his ass on his back and shit. He landed all on his back side of his face and shit. But let me tell you the type of person I am. So after all that, my brother-in-law, they get the keys out of his hand, get a girl the keys up phone. She jump in the car, she take off. We let the motherfucker up. He like, man, I don't got no way on, man. She cheating on me and all this old crybaby shit. He looked like he was about 25. I'm like, come on. I told my wife, I said, call him an Uber, man. We're going to call you an Uber and get you home, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of motherfucker I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I just put this motherfucker on his back and should have busted his motherfucker, broke his fucking jaw and shit for jumping on the girl and shit, but I put him on his back, let the girl go, and told my wife to call him an Uber. We called the motherfucker Uber and sent them, it got him a ride home and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of motherfucker I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking whoop your ass and then fucking fucking bandage your ass up after I bust your fucking face open and shit. Give your ass after I punch you in your eye and shit, give you a black eye, give you a cold pad, a cold, what's the name, some ice in a rag and shit so you can put on your eye and shit so your shit won't swell up. You know what I'm saying? And he was a big dude, man. He was kind of on the thick side. And when I picked him up, my face was like at his chest. So dude was like he had to be like about 6'2" or something, man. He was a nice sized young dude, man. And it was hot outside and shit. And they gave him a rag and shit because I guess he had scraped his mouth and shit on the ground when I put him down. So they gave him a rag, told him to come in the shop, sat down in the shop under the AC, and called the Uber for Big Hey. Uh, I was calling him Baby Huey. Some of y'all might be too young for Baby Huey. Big old, big soft dude, crying and shit. Man, I ain't no way home. Crying real tears, man. He was saying like generation soft as hell. First of all, for you females, y'all don't need to be out there with these bum motherfuckers. If they got to ride in the car with you, I understand like if you growing together and you doing what you got to do, y'all finna be. But all that, dude, see you in the mall. He talk to you, and he can't even pull up. You got to pull up to his house. That's one thing my daughter was never gonna do. You ain't never finna. I wish I would catch you riding around with some nigga in the passenger seat. Now I understand if he got a car somewhere and he just want to ride with you, that's cool. But all that, come pick me up and ride, all that thirsty shit. Now you done got into it with this girl. You in her car in the passenger seat. She kicked you out, and you ain't even got no money to fucking get home. You ain't even have $2.50 to get on the fucking bus. That's crazy. I wish my daughter would have ever brought some bum motherfucker home like that. Yeah, play that shit, that bum shit. I don't do that shit with my son either. I tell him the same morals and values that I raised your sister on, he do the same way with you. Huey from the Boondock Show, Born Sick, you know what I'm talking about? Uh, what that say? Yeah, it's great stuff. Um, what I say? That was still some good service on your business. At least you sent them away with the food. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but he was in there puffing and puffing for a second. He was huffing and puffing until I gave him that look like, okay, keep on playing with your high ass. And we got all type of shit. Hey man, listen, of course we got, you know, them things and that shit, but we got all type of weapons. I'm talking about it's bats laying around. It's fucking all type of knives everywhere from like box cutters and regular knives from like cutting boxes, opening boxes and shit like that. And we got them things all over the place and that shit. And we got them fucking we got fucking the what's the motherfucker called, the shock. Alright, Jay, you know, like the shit to shock you and shit. Shock your ass. Motherfucker, I got fly swatters, man. The tennis racket fly swatters. When you press the button, so when you hit the fly, it shock them. Yeah, we'll smack your ass with that too. I got a flashlight that costs about, that weigh about 5 pounds, man. Thick as hell. Bust you across your fucking head with that shit. It's one of the bigger where you could like, it's skinny, but it's big, it's heavy. And you could like, it's for like, you could take it underwater and shit. It got like the hazard sign flash on it and shit. It's a heavy duty ass flash. It's about this long and it's thick as hell and shit. And it's about the width of my thumb, but it's heavy. Crack your ass over the head with that shit. With boy, if we have to come, this ain't McDonald's. If motherfuckers think they gonna come in my motherfucking shop and try to play us like they be doing the McDonald's work, you got another thing coming. Cause we family, we coming up, we coming to tear your ass up. The whole fucking family coming out from around that fuck off from behind that counter and shit. We gonna tear your ass, motherfucker, and everybody gonna have a weapon. Everybody gonna have a weapon. Yeah, we don't play about each other enough. And you know, we right in the hood too with that shit. But for the most part though, everybody everybody know we on, man. I'm God body, man. I'm God fearing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for the most part, man, we glory be to God, ain't nobody tried to ever stick us up. Ain't nobody, it ain't really, we ain't had no issues. Ain't nobody been in there chasing nobody down, walking over no motherfucker body, walking nobody down. Ain't nobody been in that motherfucker fighting. I had 2 fights in there. It was 2 school kids, because it used to be a school, but they moved now. It used to be a school by my shop, and they used to come in, but they had so much respect for us, because me and my wife always looked at it like, this is how we gonna treat them. If you treat if you treat them like animals, they gonna act like animals. So I ain't never puffed like they be doing them in the corner stores with, and shit like that. We ain't never do it like that. I ain't never like stick my chest out at the kids or nothing like that. I used to just talk to them, tell them, tell them certain things, like that statistic. I always do that shit in their face. That statistic. It's a statistic in America where one out of every three black men gonna end up either dead or in jail between the ages of 16 and 25. 16 to 25 is the most critical years, man. All odds stacked against black men in America between the ages of 16 and 25. One out of every three gonna go to jail or they gonna die. I always threw that statistic in their face. And I think females is something like 16 or something. So that shit is overwhelming difference between a black female and a black male and shit between the ages of 16 and 25. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy difference. But one out of every three. But we had them two tall dudes, two young tall dudes, seniors, both seniors and shit. They get into it. I go out, hey man, cut that shit out. Broke that shit up. I'm like, man, y'all shake on it and shit. I made their ass shake. I went old school on their ass. Shake up on that shit, man. They dap up, hug up and shit. And I was on. And then I had one other fight, and it really wasn't even no fight. It's this dude that I grew up with, but he always been some kind of wrong with him. He went to jail when he was real young and got out when he was 18. Went to jail like when he was 13. Sat in juvie for like 5 years and got out when he 18. When he came out, he was messed up. So he kind of be just walking in the neighborhood and shit. I always be trying to make sure he eat, got some clothes, some decent shoes, decent coat. You know what I'm saying? When it's cold and shit like that. And I let him come just sit in the shop and chill. And these dudes came in there, and you know how motherfuckers be, trying to play the homeless and shit. They be trying to bully up on the homeless and shit, but not knowing he one of my peers. You know what I'm saying? He just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I let him sit in there. And I don't know what had happened. Words got to send that shit. They trying to run up on him. He jump up. He ain't no punk now. It's because he out there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no punk because he homeless. You know what I'm saying? So he jump up. He ready to go with him. And they all, I'm like, hey man, cut that shit out. Cut that. And they still was trying to. I was like, okay, I just grabbed the pistol and shit, ran from behind the counter, like, cut this motherfucker. They ran up out the shop and shit. But other than that, in the 9 years, man, them was the only two incidents, man. Real talk, man. A couple of times, like, I had to put motherfuckers out and shit like that, but it really wasn't no real incident or nothing like that. So 9 years. So glory be to God, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to treat everybody like human beings, man. Human beings, man. And we get that respect back. You know what I'm saying? Get that respect back. Plus, everybody know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, I used to do like a shoe drives, back to school drives, all type of shit. Giving them, what? It's a grammar school down the way. They get good grades. They'll come line up at school days. I get everybody $10 and shit. It'll be 100 kids out there showing me their grades and shit. I'm giving everybody $10 and shit. Passing. Got to come on report card pickup day, 4 times a year with a fucking $1,000 in my pocket just so I could give it to the shorty. So everybody in the neighborhood know what we on, man. You know what I'm saying? So we get respect for that too. Yeah, man. You treat them shorties like, and even like the little hood ones, man. The hood. I'm talking about the hood. The ones that come in with the fucking uh shiesties rolled up on the top of their head with the fucking black fucking Nike Tech jacket on, clutching, knowing they got that thing on. They all give us respect, man, because we treat them like human beings, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't never have no trouble, man. And next, they'll be like cursing and stuff like that. So I love when an elderly person come in or my wife be there because I use them as buffers so I can check them. And I'll be like, hey, come on, man, watch your language. You don't see the lady or you don't see the children or respect my wife, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I'll be like, look at it like this. If somebody disrespect your mama, you ready to do something to them, right? But you could disrespect somebody else's mama though, right? You know what I'm saying? And that I be making them see things in different perspectives. And next you know, they be like, "I, Mr. B," or they be like, "I, Miss Ellen." You know what I'm saying? Or "Ma'am" or "Sir." You know what I'm saying? Probably ain't never said "ma'am" or "sir" to even to their mama and daddy and shit. And we be having them in there calling us Mr. B and "Ma'am" and "Sir." You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't be treating them like animals, man. And then I got scriptures on the wall. Every now and then I change them up and shit. I'll be like, read that. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I come and I always tell them, because I got to wash the blood off my hand. So I always tell them, like, hey, man, turn from your wicked ways, man. Turn from your wicked ways. He's like, what you talking about? I ain't on no wicked stuff. All right, all right. You know, not to like, toot my own horn, but real talk. Me and my wife, we like pillars in the community, man. Real talk, man. We get mad respect. You ever come through Midway, you're gonna see my picture in there. You're gonna see my shop in there. Uh, you're gonna see us on commercials. We be all on social media. Yesterday we had somebody come in from town, from Mississippi. Heard about us all the way in Mississippi. Came to town and wanted to come to the shop before they went back home. And we had somebody come from Dallas, Texas. So we had somebody come from the shop from Mississippi, and somebody came from Dallas yesterday. And both of them heard about us all the way where they at. My man, and I always be showing love. My man Dilla, he started on, he called himself a Chicago Story. So like, he wanted to get this tour bus and start like touring. When he told me his dream, I said, every time you come in the shop, I'm gonna give you $1,000 until you get that bus. And I did that shit for months. I probably gave him about a good 10,000. But he ended up getting some backing from the city. Did a couple of fundraisers and shit like that. He ended up getting his business. Now that shit booming. He just opened up a little shop down the street. Well, not a shop. He uses it like as a distribution center and a production center where he like make his t-shirts and shit and ship his shit off from there and there. From there, make t-shirts, hoodies, hats, all that shit. Got his little brand and shit, doing his little thing now. You know what I'm saying? He quit his job, booming on that. A few other people I done help do their little thing. I got different people different vendors who make. I got this lady named Roseberry. That's the cookies I was showing y'all. And the cake. She make cakes and cookies. Put her stuff in there. People come in and they got all they, because really in Chicago, you just got to make your stuff in either a commercial kitchen or a shared kitchen, which is a commercial kitchen. It's just this big facility. It's a bunch of different kitchens in there, and people rent out spaces and shit. So you either gotta produce your shit in a commercial kitchen, which is basically a restaurant or something, or a shared kitchen, and then you just gotta have your ingredients on whatever you're making and shit. And if you got that together, you can put your shit in my shop, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple of dollars. I ain't gotta make no money off of it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know what I'm saying. I just get a couple, and you get your money back. I be showing love, man. Real talk, man. I be showing love, man. That's why, like yesterday when I had my little rant, that's why I be ranting like that sometimes, man. Cause I be showing a whole fucking bunch of love, man, and it pisses me off when I can't get that shit back. And my wife always be like, but nah, if they don't know how they supposed to, I'm like, I shouldn't have to ask, but I be forgetting. You know, everybody ain't got that shit in them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to ask the motherfucker, hey, could you show love? You know, because the motherfucker can't take it upon themselves to just show love. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be ranting sometimes, pissed off. And that's why I was talking the way I was talking yesterday, because I be feeling like not do too much for motherfuckers, not to just, you know, come up to me and just be like, hey, man, let me take some of that weight off your shoulders and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I be feeling like I shouldn't have to ask the motherfucker to take the weight off my shoulder. Motherfuckers should see that shit on my shoulders, and they should just come and take it upon themselves to take it off my shoulders. But, you know, I do what I got to do, whether they do it or not. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But, yeah, just a little something, man. This was just conversation. Like Luke said the other day, stalling through these reps. But I just wanted to get through them, and appreciate y'all listening to me a little bit. Dev, what up? Monty, where you been, man? Appreciate that love, Monty. Yes, sir, no doubt, Abundant. Yes, sir, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Appreciate that, Monty. I just knew, B, that you were a real Chicago gangster. You was just too smooth. Nah, I ain't no gangster. I ain't no gangster, Tim. I ain't no gangster. I you know, I'm a little dude, Tim, man. People be trying to pull it with the little dude, so I always had to stand up for myself. I had to stand up for myself. Appreciate you checking in. But I need to know where Mata been. Being good in this time. It's very bad. You get used by bad people and a lot of them. Yeah, that's how it be, man. A lot of people take your kindness for weakness, man, and they use it up, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, Born City. Okay, been working. That's what's up. That's what's up. Glad you checked in. Let us know you was doing all right. Glad you let us know you was doing all right, my tie. And when you get a chance, go subscribe to the rest of the family, man. Tim, Born Sigma, Abundant. Make sure you go subscribe to them, man. They family, man. We a community, and we motivate and push and inspire each other. Tim, I am not no gangster, Mr. Tim. I am not no gangster. I used to be a wannabe, you know what I'm saying? And I had enough. I had a, I, I let that pride and ego go. I killed that pride and ego, so I could let myself know that I was a wannabe. I was a wannabe gangster, but I was always this little dude, man. And people used to pick on me, man. And I just wanted to stand up for myself. But yeah. And they be surprised too. I'm like, don't y'all remember what was that, Belly? And Method Man went to Nebraska. He was like, "Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska?" That's how they be when they come. They be hearing shit about me. Motherfucker think I'm 7 feet tall and shit. They come in the shop, be looking at me like, "Is this the illest?" That's how I am, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I just be trying, man. I be showing love, man, and I don't feel like I be getting it back all the time. So I be having to go off. And I don't be wanting to go off on them, so I just be appreciate y'all letting me come on here and rant to y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said yesterday, sometimes I gotta beat myself up. I get like I did 16 hours yesterday. I was in that shop from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock last night. Beat myself up so bad because I don't be wanting to like make shit mandatory for motherfuckers. So I be wanting to like show love to motherfuckers and you know like take it easy. That's why I be doing the job of 5 and 6, 7 different people when I could easily make these motherfuckers sweep them up and do that. But I be trying to like don't be just certain people and I'm cool. You know, and then when I can't do it, if I ain't that, then I don't take care of that. But for the most part, if I'm taking out the garbage, I'm changing the bags, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I gotta beat myself up. I gotta do shit like I did yesterday. Do 16 hours, go hard as hell,
And that'll make me be like, hey, go mop that fucking floor. Go fucking sweep that motherfucker. Go change them garbage bags. That'll make me do that shit. And that's why I do that sometimes. I gotta beat myself up, man. Let me see. Appreciate that, Tim. Who didn't pay you, man? No doubt, no doubt. Don't worry about that. Hey, look. Hey, I don't believe in losses. I believe in lessons. So if people don't pay me back, you know what's up. You just don't gotta worry about them no more. They just paid for you not to even have to worry about them no more. You know what I'm saying? So just let that go and keep it moving. You're gonna be blessed regardless. You know what I'm saying? They the one gonna take a loss. You took a lesson. You took a lesson. I know they went out. I'm about to get up off of here though. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to Multi Bundy. No doubt. I already know, man. That's how we are, man. People who walk around with they heart on they carry their heart on their sleeve, man. We usually get messed over more than we get shown love. But don't let that change who you are as a person, man. Don't let the way people treat you change how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Always remember that. Don't let the way people treat you change the way you treat people, man. Remember that. And God bless you too, Mata. Abundant, Tim, Born Sigma, DJ L, Dev, JR Jim Journey. Yeah, appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. Much love, man. Shout out to y'all from Chicago, man. It's time for me to sit on my ass for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day. I got me a few reps in, and we good. I'm finna chill out, y'all, if y'all don't mind. I'm finna chill out for the rest of the day. Peace and blessings to all y'all families. What is this? Yo, man, how you doing? You look big as fuck. Appreciate it, big dog. I can't say your name. Nerve Hay. Or keep up the hard work. Appreciate that, Nerve Hay. I hope I ain't chop your name up. Yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow, though, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Catch y'all tomorrow, man. One love. From Chicago to wherever y'all at. We out.